You're watching TVC Media News. Today is May 27th, celebrated annually as World Children's Day, where we get to talk about the rights, privileges, and hopes of children the world over. For more on the Children's Day celebration, Officer in Charge and Chief of Maiduguri Field Office of UNICEF, Joseph Senesi, joins me live on the news. Good to have you join us, Mr. Senesi. I think it would be right to wish you a happy Children's Day because, after all, we all are children. But talk to us about your experience, managing children, especially in the Northeast there, where we have witnessed, violent disruptions to children's lives as a result of insurgency in that region.
Thank you very much for having me here, and greetings from Maiduguri in Borno State. Happy Children's Day. First of all, I want to say children do matter, and UNICEF is here to support children. And children deserve the right to their health, to nutrition, to education, to child protection, and having water and sanitation. And children should be safe. So we are happy to be part of it, and that's what UNICEF is supporting the government, working with our partners, and receiving funding from our donors to ensure children are well cared for and they also have their rights.
Indeed. As of January, you mentioned that about half of the Northeast displaced children are actually out of school. How does that make you feel, and how well are we faring with changing that dynamics?
It's not good for any child to be out of school when they are at the age to go to school. And UNICEF is working with the government here in the Bay State to ensure education is reaching children. For example, in last year, 500,000 children had access to education. And so education is a key component of reaching children wherever they are, as long as we can access them, as long as security allows for us to do so. And our partners have been grateful, and we are grateful also to our donors who have been supporting us from the UK government, from CEDA, from ECW, from Norway, from Canada. All of them have been supporting the program, and also the government is also part of it.
And so quite significantly, we know that in Borno State, most of the IDP camps have been closed. It's a mission that the governor, Babagana Zulum, has been on. So how does that, how has that helped improve your service delivery to those children who desperately need help?
That's what UNICEF is doing to ensure wherever the children are, we ensure they have services, whether they are in a camp or outside the camp. Wherever they are, we want to reach out to them to ensure education is reaching every child, and they are getting health services, they are getting nutrition services, they are getting water and sanitation, they are also getting protection.
And what is your counsel, your advice, your admonition to parents, individuals, and the society as a whole with regard to helping children and supporting them in becoming the best versions of themselves?
We need children in our society, and without children now, what will our future look like? That's the question I'll leave out to them. But what I'll say is everyone in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, to all of us, we need to ensure that children having the basic services they need. It's their right. We need to get them to school. We need to get them to health services. We need to get them to safe environments, having water, having the immunization they deserve, and they need to be educated.
It's been said over time that the traditional institution plays a crucial role in getting to these people. How supportive have these traditional rulers been to your team in carrying out your responsibilities?
We have been doing a community-based approach as well, in collaboration with the government, the state government, in collaboration with NGOs and our donors who've been reaching the local authorities. They are very much in need of these services for their children. They are supporting their children, and they are working with UNICEF. UNICEF is grateful for these community leaders, local leaders, and individuals out there in the community at the grassroots level, ensuring that children's rights are observed, and children are getting what they're supposed to get in terms of their education, in terms of their health services, in terms of their protection, in terms of getting water and sanitation, and even their shelter.
Officer in charge and Chief of Maiduguri Field Office of UNICEF, Joseph Sinasi, thank you for talking to us on TVC Midday News.
You're welcome.